Can you hear me on this screen? Am I still muted? You can't, right, so you can hear me on this screen, but you can't hear me on the camera screen. One sec. I have a possible solution. Uh-huh. Can you hear me over here now? You can hear me here now. Okay, cool. Feels a bit loud. Right, yep. Lots of yeps. Okay. And can you still hear me over here as well? Can you still hear me over here? Yes. Okay, cool. Right, big camera. Hello! How's everyone doing? The teething issues, okay? It's been a while since I've streamed properly. The camera and stuff like that. How is everyone doing? Who do we have today? Well, lots of people in. Let's scroll to the top. Right. DJ Super Panda was here before I even started, so welcome in. Not the Last Human, Rock Guy, Deals, Money, Ravenhawk, Star Terrestrial, Mama Sugar, Bonky. Interesting names here. Gel Shockers Bros. The Closet. Jobs here as well. Welcome. God Gamer, Mama Sugar. Stitch Lover. Stitch Lover. Sorry for your losses during Revoluni last week. It was atrocious. We did terribly.
13 months of being subbed. Time flies when you don't pay attention.
It's actually working. I'll get to that in a minute. I didn't actually see who that was. I've scrolled up on chat. Mooley's here as well. Irvin's here. Dried Decompress. Viper. I'm a Carrot. Taco Man. PMX Dudes. Jeez, there's loads of people here. I think I've got many. Have I got many? Ollie Mime's here as well. Ollie, the MVP on day one with the fishing on Revoluni. Mocky Grind's here as well. Who have I missed? Roro Loki. Cathode. Yeah, have to change your name maybe. Ben Wildman. Big Jim's here as well. Slowly catching up. Jack, thank you for the tier 1 sub. 13 months. Time flies when you don't pay attention. Yeah, sorry I've not really streamed that much in 13 months, but I do intend to start streaming more. That is the plan. Hoof's here as well. How you doing, Hoof? David, thank you for the Prime sub. Haven Swan's here. Doppel's here. Rennie's here. Plod's here. Batman's here as well. Hey, Batman. Yeah, we're you might want to change it. Lana Sargas, not a fan of PvP, so I just watched Revolution. Yeah, I mean, it was hard, wasn't it? It was hard. I didn't do very well. I am terrible at PvP. Probably not the right sort of event for me to be in, especially with those maces. Oh, those maces destroyed us. The Hoof was a hero. On a week, built the base, did so much grinding. Asatopia, welcome in. Wish it wasn't working the other Revoluni days. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. Foxy actually got on the throne briefly at the end, which nobody expected. Let's be honest. What kind of tea have I got? Yorkshire tea, of course. Is there anything else? You did not expect me to look like this. An old man. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to pull my windows too. Incredibly quiet outside today, and I'm sure my neighbours don't want me shouting at them. Oh dear. Fourth this year. What do you mean? Stream? I missed the thing. Oh, thing. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Right. So today's plan, by the way, I have a lot of Australians here. Probably it's like the middle of the night for you guys. What are you doing up at this time? On a Tuesday, Wednesday? Wednesday. You're going to make an amusement park 2 and create? Excellent. Well, that is what we're going to be working on over here on stream. Because I recently revisited Perfect World 2. And I was just like, I really just want to carry on building in this world. But the series didn't do very well. So, my theory is we're going to convert the world, or my theory was to convert the world into creative and then just do a stream series, basically. And just chill over here, build in the world, build out the theme park, and not worry about video deadlines or anything like that. Just a completely separate thing. However, as you may be aware, Create Coasters Simulated released, which is a new Create add-on, which basically gives you proper roller coasters. So I did actually have a video come out about what's the time? Hour and a half ago. And I have played around with it a little bit with Create Coasters Simulated, and in that process, I updated Perfect World 2 to Minecraft 1.21, NeoForge, updated all the mods that I could. However, when I brought the world over, a lot of it's broken, mostly due to Steam and Rails stuff, because Steam and Rails didn't release for 1.21, so I'm using a ported version that's like an unofficial port, basically, and all the Steam and Rails blocks have just disappeared from the world. So there's just holes everywhere, which if you watch the video, you'll see I do show a bit of that. I do convert one of the roller coasters into a new style roller coaster, and it was a lot of fun. But that being said, I think what we're going to do is probably start a new world and just kind of like rebuild essentially what we had before, but make it better with what we've learned. And yeah, just build a better theme park basically, because we've learned a lot. We know how to do the sound better now as well. But my plan is to basically just do everything on stream, which includes making a mod pack, which we're going to do from scratch, and we're probably going to do that today. Once we've done that, we're going to figure out what seed we want to use. So we're going to search through some seeds. We're going to find basically I want a seed with just a big island in the middle. If we can't find one, then we might try and make our own world using Axiom, which is something I've never used before, so that could go horrifically. And then eventually we're going to start building a theme park, and we're going to play around in a flat world with different types of roller coasters and stuff like that as well, which is probably what we're going to do first, just because I think that would be fun. Trying to like recreate some roller coaster mechanisms from different rides and things like that. So if you've got any suggestions, I'll be asking for those shortly. But yeah, it should be good fun. It should be good fun. Hopefully, is my hope. Yeah. I'm just going to boot up the game now, and we'll just jump into the flat world that I used in the video. I watched a video earlier by, I can't remember who it was. Bug me. I'm gonna quickly find out. One sec. Watched a video earlier that showed loads of different roller coaster mechanisms you can basically make with this new mod, and I want to play around with those sorts of things basically. How to YouTube stream. Where? I think it was by MrBeardstone. But basically, yeah, they showcase loads of different mechanisms and things. I just want to play around with some stuff, and then we'll get to actually making the mod pack. I will be, and basically the whole point of this is, yes, I'll be doing the building, but I want everyone's input on this. You know, like I want it to be a back and forth. Like your ideas integrated into the parks as well. We'll have votes on themes and stuff like that, and just make it a big community project really in that way. And then every now and then I'll chuck it on a server in adventure mode and let everyone on to have a play around and ride the rides and do all that sort of stuff as well, which we'll do as like little stream events. I just think it'll be something different, something fun, and should get me streaming more often again, which would be nice. Mate Bionics, thank you for the Prime sub. Just catching up on chats. If you hide the track, could you do a parade route? Yes, certainly. Yeah, that was one of the original plans for Perfect World 2. We just never quite got there. Interdimensional roller coaster. I don't know if they can go through portals, but for a theme, that's fun. IE74's just watched the video as well. Good, good. Happy to hear it. As there's tea time with Toby. How do I deal with lag? There's certain mods that I use that help with that, but also I run, even if it's a solo world, I always run my worlds on a server. And yeah, by doing that, basically, it reduces the load on my PC, so yeah, I don't really have lag problems too much. I also have a bit of a beastie PC, which definitely helps, I'm not gonna lie. Make a themed parking lot for your theme park. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Bumper cars. Yeah. I mean, I do intend on putting aeronautics in the pack, so technically we could, but they'd have to be pretty big. Make them actual bumper cars. Tea time with Toby. Thank you for the Prime sub. Specs. I'll show you when we get into a world, because I can just press F3, can't I? I know it's a good PC. That's about the extent of it. I'm not very technology oriented. If you've seen the similar ride at Alton Towers, that'd be cool to see in Minecraft. Which similar ride? They have many. Make one fly off the track and fly to a different one. Yeah, we could do like a proper runaway minecart type thing with that, couldn't we? Where it literally jumps across the gaps and things like that. That would be cool. Lantro, welcome in. Use honey instead of super glue. Yes, I've learned from my mistakes. He says after, yeah, but you know what I mean. It's fine. You all need to do spinning teacups. Oh yeah, definitely. I did actually have a play around with spinning teacups on Perfect World 2 on a flat world, but never got around to building it. There was a way to do it that kind of created the illusion that you were spinning in two directions, but you were only actually spinning in one. But yeah, but we'll be able to do it properly now, can't we? Definitely teacups. Toby likes that. Right, let's jump into Minecraft. So let's do that. Bit of that. And there's my game. That doesn't fit now, does it? This. Just there we go. Wonderful. Right, so we go into our flat world. You can see where I've been messing around with roller coasters before. Seraphim Rock, welcome in. I'm happy to be here. Can't wait to see a swinging pirate ship. Yeah, that'll be fun. Right, so here's where we were at the end of the video. Let me just sort this out. Why do you look like my granddad? He looks like a mob boss. Hey, I don't look like a mob boss. What are you gonna do about it? Sorry, I can't believe it. Right, can't wait to see a swinging pirate ship. Yep. You're gonna build a PC right now. Should I make it liquid cooled or no? Overrated in my opinion, but once again, I'm not a techie person. There you go. That's my PC specs on the right there somewhere. Those that are interested. Supposed to be watching for speeders at work. You popo. Is that what you're trying to say? You popo. Doing speed checks. Traffic police. Nick, thank you for the tier 1 sub. 13 months. You should make like a spinning coaster. Ooh, spinning coaster. Okay. Challenge accepted. Right. This. There we go. Now everything's correct. Right, a spinning coaster, you say? I mean, we could do tests just off of this track here, couldn't we? This would work. Okay. So, coaster. We'll start with this. We're going to need a swivel bearing, right? To make it spinny spin. So we're going to start with one of these. Now, anything we build on top of this... I didn't actually pick up the swivel bearing. Anything we build on top of this is now going to be a physics object. We set this to always unlocked. I think that should work as a spinning thing, right? Corkscrew, but tall. Where did you get the green sofa in your background? Oh, what, the armchair? The incredibly comfortable armchair over there. That was an absolute bargain, that was. Love Rose, thank you for the tier 1 sub, 10-month streak. So yeah, I moved into a rented house about 10 years ago, and I was like, I want a comfortable armchair. Found that on Facebook Marketplace. Guy was selling it for 50 quid. I was like, absolute bargain. Went to go pick it up, and he had a 1-bedroom flat, and that chair was in one of the rooms and took up about 70% of the room. And he was like, so you see why I've got to get rid of it? I was like, oh, yeah, definitely. And he goes, shouldn't really have bought it. I've only had it a couple of weeks. Basically, he'd gone shopping with his girlfriend. They'd gone into a charity shop. He sat on it, went, "This is amazing." Bought it, paid 100 quid for it, and then 2 weeks later realised he just hasn't got the space for it. So, 50 quid. One of the most comfortable chairs I've ever sat on as well. Unlocked makes it dangle. I think unlocked makes it work with physics, right? So, in theory, if we just do a little test here, let's just get some industrial iron. Actually, let's get some plating. Yeah, let's get some of this. So, if we do this, for example, and then just get some seats, put them there, and there. Let's make sure that the speed of this thing is, not set to 256. So set it to 32. Then if we set this one off, okay, make sure it's going the right way. Boom. So if we set this one off, sit on it, is it going to spin? No. That has not gone well. Bonky, gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Oh my days. Becky MC, Fug, C Elite, Muley, TD Official, The Green Sun, Lana Saga, Celtic Demon, Gnome, and Jack Gunner. Huge thanks to Bonky for those. What a hero. You really need to remember to eat food? Yep. Beardy's co-string? Of course I am, Dave. Of course I am. I had a video come out a few hours ago. This was my original test. I converted the one in Perfect World 2 to a hanging coaster. I'm currently underground. Not having a good time here. Trying to work out how to make a roller coaster that will swivel, basically. Spin. A spinning coaster. That's the one. Log ride, but big boat. We could do that. Yeah, the switch track method is cool. It's a shame that I couldn't do it with gantries, but look at that. We could actually do some cool ride systems with that. So if you've ever been to like Alton Towers, they've got like 13, for example. So you could have it so that it comes up a track and then like moves over, then goes backwards, and then falls through the floor. So you can do lots of cool stuff. Then you have to power the bearing to make it spin. Well, it's got settings on it. So unpowered is locked. Always locked, powered is locked, or always unlocked. So I had it set to always unlocked, which I assume if we do a test over here and set it to always unlocked, if I start building on this, huh. Do I need to actually super glue it together or use honey even? I've not messed around with these too much. Do I need to like right click it? Not sure what's going on there. So let me detach this. Oh, of course, that's a physics object in its own right. Right, so let me just try like this. So if we do that, that should make it spin round a little bit, right? So if we do that, then aha. Okay. Ooh, I tell you what. That'd be cool for a hanging coaster. Have bits that spin around on the sides. It's upside down. Yeah, look. No one said I was intelligent, okay? Let's just get rid of these. So let's try that again. So if we put a swivel bearing on there, set it to always unlocked. Let's quickly build a little platform thing. So we'll get some plating and some seats. Ooh. Green seats this time, apparently. So what we'll do this time is we'll glue it together. Actually, no, we shouldn't need to. Should we? Oh, I don't know. I guess we might. It's just... Wait a sec. It's honey. I can do this. Okay, so that's stuck together. We've activated the bearing. Let's try this. Oh, it is. It's spinning. Okay. So that works. What we need, though, is we need a proper test track, don't we? Should we make a proper test track? Let me get out of that. Yep. Okay, cool. So we can make a spinning coaster. It's from Aero, I see. What's from Aero? What's from Aero, Dave? Ferris wheel, but half of ships then turn to a roller coaster. Maybe make it deliberately off-center, heavier on one side to make it spin. I suppose you could do, yeah. Make a ride where the passengers can vote for the path. That could be quite cool. Crimson Shimmer, thank you for the Prime sub. 13 months. I love the fact that you don't stop at the end, you just fall off. Yep, that's it. The swivel bogey is from Aero. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've got to put aeronautics on this as well. I mean, it lets you do things like this as well. Look, little track switcher. And swivel bearings let you make actual chair swings. I mean, I'll admit that doesn't look like it's gone well. To be perfectly honest. Doesn't look like it's gone well at all. Yes, you can tie cars together. So if I do this, just turn this off. So I can literally link cars together like this. And then that'll all be one train on its own. Although I have noticed, if you... well, that was a physics object. Threw me for a second there. And I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. If you have two chains next to each other that are close enough together that you can have half a train on one chain and half a train on another chain. It's hard to say. It's a tongue twister. Then what it can do is it can actually split the carts up and separate your roller coaster. So you have to be careful with chains to make sure they're all going the same speed. Because if this one's going like 100 RPM and this one's going 200, when the roller coaster gets here, it will cause too much strain on the carriages and start ripping it apart. Which I found out the hard way. So what we're going to do is build an actual little roller coaster thing here. Let's get rid of this as well. I've got to stop breaking physics objects. Get rid of all this. Right, and we'll build a little test roller coaster over here, I think. So let's just get some girders. And what you can do with this is actually pretty awesome in terms of changing the track. We can get away with having like vertical bit straight away. Obviously, we'll need to put a lift hill on. So that's not gone the way we wanted to. So if we get the wrench out, do this, we can click that. Just make it like a lift hill. Okay, that's cool. Then we're going to go really tall. What about a hanging coaster with the track above? That's actually what we've done over there. Look. Whee! So our initial test roller coaster was a hanging one. In fact, what I can do, those of you that haven't seen the video, I'll quickly jump into the perfect world version, which I have fixed up some of this area because I used it in the video. Just try to make a sideways swivel minecart coaster, like the one in Disney Magic Kingdom, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Or one that sort of goes along and then turns at certain points to show you different parts of the scenes, like a dark ride. Is that what you mean? I've not been to the one you're referencing there. So I believe all my timings got a bit messed up when I was doing my thumbnails, but okay, I'm probably going to stop on the lift hill. Yep, there we go. But it will start up again in a sec. But yeah, so I did convert this roller coaster. If you get nauseous, brace yourself. So this was the first sort of proper roller coaster I built with this mod, which is fun. Wait a sec. Field of view is normal. Okay. Felt like I was a bit close there, that's all. Whee! Probably turn the render distance down in this area. 32 is a bit much. It's getting a bit stuttery. But the roller coaster was fun. Carried itself swivels like a minecart, so when you bank a track, the frame goes sideways, but the bucket you're in stays horizontal. Oh. That sounds strange. I mean, I guess that's probably going to be doable. Oh, you get stuck on something there. What's happened here? Ah! I think my render distance is just too high. There's a lot going on in this particular area. But that's the good news. I don't need to build any farms in the new theme park because we're doing it creative, so the frame rate's going to be kept much, much lower. But yeah, anyway. So this was a fun thing to make. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. But it does lurch so much, yes. But that's because I was basically trying to cram it into the same space that the previous one was in, if that makes sense. Whereas if I was to actually build this from scratch, I'd give it the space it needs, essentially. But yes, going to build a new park, Dave. We're going to do a stream-only creative series. We're going to make a new pack for it. We're currently just playing around with a few things, but yeah, we're gonna make a new mod pack for it, basically. And just build it around aeronautics and the coasters, and then just put lots of other cool stuff in it. This is Topsy at the Top by Martin Landstrom. I was at Phantasialand and immediately knew where your inspiration was from. Yes, yeah, I literally went there as part of my research for that series. I went to Disneyland Paris and Phantasialand, and they were both amazing. That particular area at Phantasialand was just amazing. We stayed in the hotel there, actually. The Lindenberg Hotel or something? Oh yeah, definitely, Dave. I think that'll be make for a fun video probably as well. The devs of the coaster mod said stations are going to be added later, by the way. Yeah, as well as like speed boosts and a few other bits and bobs as well. But it should be cool. I look forward to seeing the mods develop. Right, I want to have this be like a really tall, really tall roller coaster. Taller, can't we? Reckon we go vertical now. Gone up enough to go vertical. Yes, we have. Whoa, okay. Too vertical. Let me fix that. There we go. We literally want it to go straight up. Wonderful. I'm going to have an arch over the top. Give a bit of space so that the train can actually get up here. Okay, that's a bit crazy. Let's make it slightly less crazy. Snap that in. Straight as well. As straight as we can. Okay, I think maybe we need to Move this one this way a little bit more. Straighten this one out. Okay. There we go. So it'll be chain lift up to the top. And you'll roll around a little bit. Maybe make them roll out this way. You hold Alt, I think, while placing the track, it won't smooth it out. Oh, yes. I forgot about that. It's probably a good thing to actually remember, isn't it? Right. So I want to have like a little dip to here. Should have held Alt. Okay, that's better. Then we'll do a little bit of tilt like that. Then we're going to do a big drop. This mod is Create Coasters Simulated. It's a Create add-on. At a very tight curve. It is, but they'll be going very, very slow. This is just the build-up, and then it's going to be horrific for them. Actually, I'll tell you what, I wonder, can we... Maybe we could do something no coaster should do. This is just a silly little test track, okay? It's not for a real coaster that we're actually going to do anything with. Too tight an angle. Okay, so we'll do an in-betweeny one here. Yep, this is going to be... The G-force on this would probably kill someone. This will be fine. Foxy would love this for his gondola. Yeah, it would be good for that, actually, because you'd actually be able to use... If you had aeronautics, anyway, you'd be able to use the bearings that... That looks quite terrifying, you say? Connect this one to this one. Woo! Well, people are not going to survive this. Right, let me make some adjustments. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it like realistic, but at the same time, I don't want to make it too unrealistic. So let me smooth out this top bit. It's not very smooth still. Neat. Up this way a bit. Goes down, goes down. Right, I think the problem is this one here probably wants to be on this side of the pole. A little bit less deadly. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Should we just send a cart round on its own? Let's quickly get a chain in. So we'll get a chain from here. Reach all the way up to there, or am I going to have to do 2 chains? That's already too long. Just do a chain to here, and as long as we make sure these chains are both going the same speed, should be okay. I'll start at the top and see how far down we can go. Hey Jan, how you doing? Hope all is well. So let's have this chain go as far down this way as it will go. To there, apparently. Then we'll have a chain go from here up to there. And for power, we're just going to use creative motors everywhere, of course. Ashida, welcome in. Coaster's name is the neck bracket. Look. We just want to see how much we can make a coaster spin right now. So, you know, this will do the trick, right? Let's do it like 50. Nobody likes a slow lift chain. The other one's going to be at the top, isn't it? Doing good. Great to see you. Good to see you too. Can you not adjust the chain length in the config? Yes, and I think I already have it set to max from my previous tests. Right, so that needs to go the other way. What did we set it to? 50, wasn't it? Okay, and we're not going to finish the track. We're going to make sure that whoever's sitting on it, me, gets launched. So let's turn off this. I think we should definitely do another spinning coaster because that was fun. And let's just do this. We're going to keep even weight distribution initially, just to see how that works. Let's honey stick all that together. We're going to set that to always unlocked. Going to do that. We're going to take a seat here. I'm going to see how this goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. Do you want to be sitting on it? Nora Blues, thank you for the Prime sub. It's over on the left hill. My bearing doesn't seem to be doing the spinny thing. Let me just quickly stop this. Actually, no. Probably different. Right, okay. I see another problem here. Okay, so we do just need some kind of a weight difference on it by the looks of it. So, probably help if that wasn't moving. Right, so we can make sure it gets past that lift hill. What we're actually going to do is have a second carriage back. Right, let's try this again. Let's just do it as a two-seater. And that way, there should be more weight on one side than the other, right? Okay. Take two. Hey, Farouk. Welcome in. Hey, Lexi. How's things? Okay, so we're going up. We're not spinning yet, but maybe we'll start spinning on the horrific death trap up ahead. Bit too evenly sided. I didn't unlock it. Oh, dang it. Maybe it's unlocked now. Hunter Holland, welcome in. Okay, is this going to spin us when we start going on all the angled bits? No, it is not. It is not. We flew somewhere. Oh, we're still flying. Why do we always land upside down? What is with that? Right. Let's try that again, in case I didn't actually unlock it properly, which is very, very likely. Didn't change it to unlocked in the config. Ah, okay. Right. So let's try that again. Second one in, just so we know. Nope. So let's do that. Let's do this first. Always unlocked. Then we'll build our little seats. And do that together. Then we're going to unlock it. Going to take a seat. And we'll try again. Right, let's see if we spin this time. Or do the seats not add weight? Although, we've definitely spun a bit. We've definitely spun. Use 3 or 1 seats. It's still evenly weighted, so it won't actually spin. I mean, it spun a bit. I mean, that'll make it spin more. Ugh. Oh, we're going to feel horrific going through this loop-de-loop. Definitely working now, though. Oh. Well, we got launched again. A bit expected. Haven't finished the track. I mean, it works, but you just have to make sure it's unweighted. This is good. This is all for science. Eat more steak. Surely the character will add spin. Well, that's what I was thinking, but apparently not. You need to give it a kick so it starts spinning while still evenly weighted so it keeps spinning. Why not put a mob in one of the other seats? It didn't appear that my weight made any difference to it, though, did it? Does the mod calculate G-forces and damage the player? I don't know. I've only ridden these rides in creative, but I would imagine that G-force would definitely damage the player. Yeah. Right, what I do want to do, though, is finish this and just get it linked back up to the station. My lovely safe track that we've got here. Where do we go from here? I feel like there's no good place to go from here. Unless we maybe spin around over here somewhere. So if we're that way. Let's put in maybe like a bit of a helix type situation. So it looks like the track's trying to go back up again at the moment, and we don't really want to do that. So if we put that in, is that gonna... Oh my days, look what that's gonna do to the track. Okay, can we, what was it? Alt? I mean, that's still a pretty janky turn there. Maybe we can make it a little bit smoother. Didn't mean to do that. No, why is it stuck here now? There we go. I mean, that is still horrific, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. And then what we're going to do is just get it down to fairly normal height. Still a bit of a janky corner up there, but it's fine. It's fine. It's just for testing purposes, chat. And we'll just go to somewhere over here. The end of it's going to be really boring. I just want it to connect so that we don't keep flying off the end of the track. I feel like this bit here should be banked a little bit as well. And that one needs to connect onto a bit that doesn't exist over here. Want that to connect up directly with that track. Right. So let's adjust this. Almost. I just need to get it a bit more centrally aligned. That's close enough. That'll do the trick. Right. So now, if we send something round on here, that's 1, 5. Stick another one in there. We'll do 2 spinning coasters this time. And we're going to put 3 seats on each one. which should make it uneven, right? That should work. Domino effect, good morning. Those some wild G turns? Yes, exactly, yep. Put a heavier block under one of the seats. That's not a bad idea. Maybe if we use a big chunky bit of brass. We'll see if that helps. We'll see if they spin. If they don't, then we'll try something else. So let's just get all these stuck together. And always unlocked. Bam. Always unlocked. Bam. Right. Let's see if it spins. First up. Looks like it's spinning a little bit already, yeah. Cool, they're definitely spinning. The weighted blocks are the way to go. Excellent. But yeah, player weight definitely doesn't make a difference because these are spinning exactly the same. Hi, Gilwell. Welcome in. Put something in the way of one side so the collision makes them spin. Oh, just to like get it started. Yeah, that could work. Literally just a shaft in the way would work, wouldn't it? Spinning relative to the cart, not the world. Seems to be stuck. What's wrong with you? Does it need a little bit more oomph? Nope. That's weird. I can't remember what it's called. This physics stuff. I mean, they're definitely spinning. They're changing directions and going around all over the place. Oh, looks like we're going around again. These chains are going different speeds now, aren't they? That could cause a problem. Brassway is the same. Hey, Wiggly Giggly. Yeah, good. Good. We're all doing well. Thank you. Hope all is well with you. You'd puke on the lift hill? Yeah, it's pretty rough, to be honest. Okay, so that speed change wasn't too great, so it didn't rip the train apart. That's good. Let's see if it gets stuck again, though. I wonder what that was about. But this time, they are actually spinning slightly differently as well. Okay, the lift hill worked that time. Yeah, look, they're not spinning in sync anymore like they were the first time round. Carts are bumping into each other, though. I think they need to be further apart. But spinning coaster, we know it's doable. That's cool. Brakes are on. Instead of a 3x3, if you went 5x5, it might help with the spin too. Kind of big, though. Yeah, I think that'll be a bit too big for a ride. Life4, welcome in. Crazy, welcome in. Don't think the brass changed much. Might put a netherite block or do something with a weight value through aeronautics. I mean, netherite block would probably do it, wouldn't it? Curve at the top is too sharp for it to work reliably. Oh, that's fine. As I say, I don't really care about the track. I just want to mess around with different coaster types and cool things we can do in terms of this and switches and things at the moment. And speaking of cool coasters, let's just turn this off. Let's see if we can make a cool sort of spinning, swinging coaster. That could be fun. So let's get rid of all this. Oh, classic. Right. There's a cart there. And what I want to do is maybe have swivel bearings like on either side. Make sure they're set to unlocked. Might need to push this station back a little bit. Make sure we've got space for this. But you know those roller coasters that have like bits that spin here? That's what I'm picturing. So we get some chains. We're going to need to go down another one, so we've got something to attach the chairs to. Copycat panels. They are. We're going to need rivets, which are amazingly overpowered. We do something like that. And put rivets there and there. There and there. That means we can now put a chair in there. Basically, if we don't have a rivet, the chairs are upside down. Because of the way we've got the physics roller coaster thingy bearing doodad. Right. So now, if I was to... Oh, I see. It's only going to do that. I need to glue them. Want to know how much the physics are going to affect these? I mean, it definitely swings. Thrusters. I mean, yeah. I guess you can do that. Put the chairs between the chains. Ah, it's fine. It's just a quick test. I'm sure nothing bad will possibly happen. Let's give this a nice little speed boost at the start there. Down to 32. So this could be pretty rough for us. Carrot, thank you for gifting a sub to Gemma Abigail. Okay. We're swinging. We're swinging. Oh. Feel like we're just getting thrown around a lot. Okay, we did like a little loop there. Might be easier to see from here. Oh, I mean, the other chair's going crazy. Okay, yeah, I see. We're getting we're getting stuck on poles. Safe to say that particular design wasn't a success. Right, Beardy's actually streaming. I am, Stam. Yes, we're just playing around with roller coaster stuff currently. Be nice if chains had sort of realistic collisions. I mean, had I used ropes instead of chains, that would have been a lot messier for a start. But yeah. You broke the coaster? I did, yeah. That I did. Basically, for this to work, I'd need to get rid of all the stands. So that the chairs don't crash into them. Which is fine. We can quickly do that. It's for science, okay? Let's just remove all of these and create a nice floating coaster. And we'll use the physics wand to bring that back to the top. So I assume we were probably hitting most of these. Probably didn't hit that one. Right. So, physics wand, yep, is what it's called. Excellent. So, just... Is it still going to hit that other bit of track? Might do. Oh! Yep, it's not going to make it. Come on, you. Let's not pull you off the track this time. Whoa, sketchy. Okay, this has got a very deadly corkscrew at the end. So the swinging momentum on this is definitely causing some problems. Go that way. In conclusion, I think it's possible, but maybe if I put a bit more thought into it and did a better job of not breaking everything. That's no health and safety approved coaster. No, this would definitely kill some people. Use ropes for extra chaos. I feel like ropes might be taking it too far, you know? Oh. Okay, well, it didn't get stuck on anything so far. It's losing momentum, though, because it's swinging all over the place. Right, let's just remove that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Excellent. We'll just leave that there as a remnant. Wait a sec. That must have been a physics object as well. Love me some infinitely high Gs. I mean, that's what this one's for, right? Stop the chair from swinging so much. Never! I mean, yeah, that would be the way to do it. Have it so they just move a bit slower. But I don't know if it's possible to sort of change how much those bearings spin things, you know? You should use the Gadgets and Gizmos mod for a simulated gantry. It's really useful, especially for track switches and elevators and such. Oh, okay. Good to know. Also, there's no chat on the screen. Ooh, there isn't, is there? Good chat. The game chat source seems to have completely disappeared. I'm going to have to figure out a way to set that up again. Wait a sec. Maybe I can grab it from this screen? No, it's not that one either, is it? It's gone. Oh, there it is. Aha! Found it. Go back to this screen. Paste that in. Now if someone says something, that should be on the screen. Hey! Fixed it. Axiom doesn't work in this version? No, probably not. But I think what I want to do, if I do go down the creating my own world route, is I'll just use it in another thing and then just import the vanilla world into the mod pack before I start doing anything. Reminds you of Dragon's Fury from Chesington. I don't know that right. Aero could do with a limited swivel bearing, 45 default. That would be cool. Bruce Sinatra works. I don't believe Axiom does work. I mean, to be honest, I'll ask Stan. Stan will know. Stan will know those things. Oh, it does work pretty well with Sintra Connect. Okay. Okay, fine. I stand corrected. Cool. In that case, we probably could do it. Although there is a funny glitch. Go on. I've literally never used Axiom, by the way. So if we do go down that route, as opposed to just finding a seed we want to use, yeah, it could be interesting. So what's the lore with this emote? Basically, I used to play a lot of Bedrock and a lot of Java. And scaffolding works very differently between Java and Bedrock. And I was, no matter when I tried to use it, I'd always press the wrong buttons, fall off it, and basically I just hate it. That's pretty much where it stands. Does the funny glitch break your world? Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good question, Jack. That's a good question. World Edit works with aeronautics. I've never really used World Edit either, to be honest. I pasted in a big Christmas tree into the middle of a plot world once, and then accidentally deleted that tree before the plot world started. That's all I've ever done with World Edit. Didn't go well. Axiom doesn't let you edit sub-levels, but you can do things before assembling. Well, the only thing that I would want Axiom for is to create the world that I'm going to play in. I don't care about having it for while we're doing creative building and stuff. Like, I still want to keep it pretty much block by block for the most part. We might use a few shortcuts here and there, but nothing major. 1 out of 50 times when you get off the coaster, the player will keep moving, turning as if they were on the coaster, but rejoining, replacing the cart fixes it, and it's very rare. In that case, it wouldn't be... No, yeah, as I say, if it's... I just want to use it, potentially, to create a world that I want to use. Because I'm picturing some kind of, like, island with a lake near the centre, mountain range, and then, like, some semi-flat land around the edge that I can then theme to different areas and things like that. That's pretty much how I see the island that I want to use, but I don't know how that's going to go. Is the Create SMP world still going? It certainly is. Yes. Yep. Yeah, Just Create's still going. Episode coming out on Sunday. There'll always be Just Create episodes on Sundays, and hopefully midweek as well most of the time. Although this midweek was roller coaster time, so a little bit different. Maybe build on a super flat. That's the thing. I don't think I want to build on a super flat. If I was to, like, I think we'll probably do a bit of seed searching. If anyone knows any good seeds that you think might be good for this, that have like a big island with a lake and a mountain on it, you know, let me know. You can always explore those. But Minecraft generated mountains compared to ones that you can build in Axiom are very different things. So what I'll probably do at some point is just bribe Stam to help me design an island in the middle of an ocean flat world or something. If you use the tectonic mod, it makes continents like just big islands. Oh, okay. I mean, the other thing is, how big do I want the park to be? Like, I think anything more than like 1,000 by 1,000 blocks might be too much. Or is that going to be too little? No. I guess the size of the island on my last world was probably about right, size-wise. I think that was about 1,500. Underwater roller coaster with glass domes. That could be fun. Be back in a bit. I think it's coffee tea time. We'll stay on. But yeah, tectonic mod could work. Like, just to generate some different landscapes and see if we can find something that we're after, basically. As I say, if anyone knows any good seeds, let me know in the Discord. Put it on a suggestions forum or something. Just keep adding onto it until the game doesn't like running. Yeah, pretty much. But because we're going to be doing it in creative, though, we don't need to build farms in theme park like we did with the solo world. And the solo world didn't get laggy. Like, the lag went away once Foxy helped me figure out the sound issues. Because that's what was causing the lag. It was all the water frames. Slightly in pieces, but John is still mostly intact, unlike my base in the second iteration of this one server I was on when they transferred the builds to a new world after removing chips and design and decor. Oof, yeah. So on Perfect World 2, it's mostly the... we need to stop going around this, just... sick. Yeah, it's mostly Steam and Rails stuff that's missing, but I used a lot of Steam and Rails blocks in park, so yeah, so much of it is broken. And even just little things like converting that roller coaster, that space was a bit too small for building a roller coaster like with this stuff, so it doesn't really transfer very well. So yeah, I think we definitely have to do other things. Right, I want to try something else now. Oh, remnants of a past crash. So someone mentioned spinning teacups. I wonder. I assume we can just do it with swivel bearing. So if we do this... I'm going to do a very crude test here. So if we then have... mechanical bearing, I guess. Do you have... Just trying to work out the best way to do it. Swinging pirate ship. I mean, obviously that's gonna happen. Roller coaster tycoon SMP. Good. Only use swivels, you reckon? But if I put the swivel
4
bearing
years
here,
soon.
then I can't force it to spin. Whereas if I use a mechanical bearing, I can just stick a creative motor on the bottom. Make it spin, right? Let's just do a quick spin test. So if we get honey. So this first spin test is just for the top bit there. We glue this together. Oh, it's gone a bit wrong. Dun-dun-dun. And get a cog there. Let's get this thing spinning. Thinking about it, I could use these, couldn't I? If I do it like that, then yeah, that would work. Why is it not spinning those? Normal glue. Oh, I didn't right click it, did I? I assume I still need to do that to assemble? Yeah, okay. That's... Oh, I've stuck it on upside down. Okay. Have you all been shouting at me in chat? Yep. Okay. So that works, but ideally what we want to do is probably spin... There we go, I'll do it the right way that time. Is probably spin this bit here, which is then spinning the top bit, right? Figure out how to glue this, because if we want to glue through there... Dum 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 dum. So we probably want to glue that. We want to glue that. What's going on there? What's it getting stuck on? Oh, I see. Okay, then that to that. Do this bit all the way out here. I think this is going to work. We put a swivel bearing there. See, so turning that into a contraption stopped that one from working. What do you reckon? If we do that, it stops this one. Creative motor not glued, so it disconnects from it. Ah! Oh, yes. Safe to say we can do some spinning teacups. Let's just quickly stop that. Stop that. Got to have some seats. Whee! There we go. So yeah, teacup ride will work. I mean, obviously, we'd make it look good and make it look like a ride, not just a metal cross that spins in a circle. But concept-wise, spinning teacups is definitely doable. I like. You're dizzy just watching it. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy as well, to be honest. My tea's gone cold. I might go get another cup of tea in a minute. Can't ride these. So you could use this to move, mod to move items inventory around too, not just people. So I was thinking about that, and I'm not sure, because I don't know if, for example, you were to put like packager interfaces or things like that in, it would work at the moment, because there aren't stations, so you can't use post boxes or any of that sort of stuff. But it depends if what are they called? Storage ports? Storage ports? I can't remember. Portable storage interfaces. It depends whether these will connect from, well, basically between sub-levels, because that's what this uses, something called sub-levels, which I'd never heard of before, till now. But, yeah, it uses something called that. Thank you for the raid. Spinning and moving are awful. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to look at. It's definitely nicer to look at than it is to ride, for sure. But then if you have just a normal coaster that's not spinning and stuff, it's nowhere near as bad. Not as nauseating, basically. What was I going to check? Check something. Can't remember what it was. What was I going to do? Other than go make a fresh cup of tea, what was I going to do? Merry-go-round. My roller coaster tycoon days are flooding back. Exactly, Throwlash. Exactly. It's I do recommend playing around with this mod. It's a lot of fun. Look, you can give people whiplash and then possible G-force while they're spinning in a circle. You can even ride it, which can get a bit nauseating. Do something where the coasters go off and back on the track, like in the trailer. Oh, like a launch, a jump. Okay. Do a jump somewhere. Let's grab some of these. Some of these. Go. This. And we just want to do a little jump, right? Don't want to do anything too major. We want to make sure we land it. So let's do that. Then we need a wrench. That. Whoa! Okay, let's not kill people. Now we just need to make sure that we get it all straight. Okay, that's straight. So in theory, you should be able to catch a roller coaster or catch a cart over here. You do that. That. And then we'll just have a little bit of roll off. Right, let's see if that works. That track's going the right way. Just put a little cart on here. Something nice and basic. There you go. Get the controller. Put that one off. This might work. Probably won't, but it might. But yeah, you should definitely watch the trailer, Throwlash. It's good. I probably should have given this cart a bit more speed. I don't think we're going to make the jump. I think we're going to get a face full of metal. If we even make it round the corner. Probably should have sped that one up. Enjoy your shop build. Ooh, rock shop. Nice. I have discovered holding alt while placing tracks, yes. Right. So what we're going to do is turn this off. Gonna speed it up. Let's do it as more of a launch coaster, shall we? And then we're gonna do that. We're gonna stick that on top. Sit on here. There we go. That's better. Got some speed now. Will we make the jump? Oh, hey! It worked. That was my kind of roller coaster. Yeah, look, it worked. Okay, we did what we wanted. Oh, I need to put this back, otherwise bad things are going to happen. Don't want that cart flying off the track now. Okay, that was cool. Should we actually have a proper look at it this time? I mean, that's going to make a very satisfying runaway minecart ride, isn't it? Let's be honest. Jumping across gaps. Lots of fun. Do is turn that off. Turn that off. Nope. Didn't want to do that. That back. Turn that one off. There we go. I just want to stop this one going round so we can launch it. Switch track. Yes. Yes, we figured out how to do a switch track. Yeah, basically using another roller coaster thing that you have to raise to a very precise height of 0.88 meters to make it work. A jumping log flume. I mean, with aeronautics, you can make things that float in the water, right? So, technically, maybe? I guess. Using a toggle latch takes up less room than the copper lamp. What's a toggle latch? Look at that, there's a powered toggle latch. I didn't even know that was a thing. Good to know. Will this be on second channel? This is going to be a stream-only series. Wow, it had so much speed, it just burnt right through my chain either way. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is going to be a stream-only series. I will occasionally do a video on YouTube just to sort of update what we've been up to. But yeah, the whole point of this is just to hang out on stream and build a park together, really. Obviously, you gravitate towards this add-on. Of course I did. How could I not? How could I not play around with this? But yeah, so I think basically we're going to have a lot more freedom with ride mechanisms using this, though, which is going to be good. Underwater track using aeronautics and drag floating boats on a track along. Yes, I think that they actually do that in the trailer, I think. Working carousel with the seats going up and down while it spins. Yeah, I don't see why not. If you had something smart with sequence gear shifts that just pushes mechanical pistons up and down, don't see why not. Could be messy, but I think it could work. Could you make a pirate ship log flume to incorporate Perfect World 2? Potentially. Roller coaster that goes into the nether and back. I don't think you can go through portals, the roller coasters. Well, unless, could you launch someone on a minecart into the nether? I mean, this is for science, right? For science! Right, so let's put another portal here. And see what happens if we launch a cart into it. Hopefully it will land somewhere in the nether. If that's the case, then you could potentially catch it on another piece of track in the nether. Right. Science. Yep. Right, there we go. That. Lodge. Ooh. Diddy, portals do not work. It has been tested. Okay. I mean, I could have just read that comment, but look. Science. We like science. Are immersive portals in this version? I have no idea. I've never used it. Never use it. It's still very early release. There's a lot of stuff in the works and being planned, and it's just one dev, so slow progress. I mean, it's still amazing, even in its current state. I saw Shells play this. I instantly thought Perfect World 2 and how cool it would be with this. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do like Perfect World 2.5, right? So we're gonna we are gonna be in a new world for it. And I think I do want to build a new pack from scratch as opposed to using this one that I've kind of bodged together. Because there's probably some stuff in here that we don't need or don't want. And there's probably other cool sort of theme park related mods that we can add into it as well that we haven't used before, like design and decoration mods and things like that. No, PWPP is Perfect World 3, just with a new name because I'm like Valve apparently and I'm scared of the number 3. That's just because I wanted to get post-production in the title because that was the create update. This will just be Perfect Theme Park World. That's what we'll call it, okay? Perfect Theme Park World. That way it's completely removed from the chain of events with Perfect World. Immersive Portals is really cool when combined with coasters. Is that even possible? I would say 3 would be when you're back in survival, to be honest. Yeah, my Perfect World post-production is survival. Great, perfect theme park. We're doing spin-off series. I know, right? You see me go. Make a coaster derail into a village full of baby villagers. Wow. Wow, Riley. That escalated quickly. I'm going to go make a fresh cup of tea. And think about what you've said. Think about what you've done, Riley. Right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Tea is required. My kettle takes like 5 minutes. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. But I'll put some lovely music on for you. Do you want some dance music? On music? Tell you what, you can have some electro swing. There we go. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Play nice. Don't panic. Made it back. How we all doing? Did you play nice while I was gone? Yorkshire tea, Riley. Your family drinks exclusively Yorkshire tea. That's the way. That is the way. Kilf, it depends how often, how long I'm streaming for. But I'll probably only be able to stream for about another hour today. Have a child to look after these days. So once it gets to dinner time, it's game over. You have Thai food and you put unhealthy amounts of sugar in it. Disappointed. Disappointed. Right. I was thinking while I was... Loud for me, that was. There we go. Right. I was thinking, what I want to try and do is... I mentioned a ride system in my video. It's a bit like 13 at Alton Towers. So it does the thing where it like comes up, switches track, goes down backwards, and then like falls into a pit kind of thing. And I want to see if we can replicate that, like figure out how to do the timings and stuff like that. Because I think when it comes to actually making the proper theme park, that's going to be quite helpful if we've got some idea of how to do things like that. So basically, like check when a car comes into a station or a track switch, then switch the track, then activate the chain on the track to make it go again, and so on. So let's see what we can do. I think that was the last song in the playlist. So we're going back to the epic dance songs. Right. Every time. So we're going to need girders. We're going to need those. We're going to need track things. We're going to need coaster track. What else are we going to need? Probably a bunch of stuff, to be honest. But let's just get started. Right, so let's start with track switch, which is going to be very similar to what we built over there. Probably the same, I'll be honest. So we'll make that 20 blocks long. Same on this side. Put 2 lengths of track on here. So this is going to be the part of the track that actually switches. We'll worry about the connections to the track afterwards. Next up, what we want to do is put in a thing that's actually going to move the tracks. I might need that to be a bit bigger, actually. I think I did it this big on the other side. Then some blocks underneath. I've just realised I need to build this actually on a roller coaster, which I know sounds silly, but without that gantries mod that you've all mentioned, it's going to be the only way for me to do it. Yes, everything gets put on the VODs channel, Taco. Right, so if we put this in, what we need to do is raise this up. Left alt to disable snapping. We need it to be 0.88 meters. Figured that out in the other test. Oh, go. That gets it perfectly at block height. Then we need to build the track on top. Okay, that's enough. I mean, it's moving, but that's fine. So you haven't been to Alton Towers, Chessington, and Thorpe Park? You have. I'd say Alton Towers was probably my favourite. To be honest, I've not been to a UK theme park in probably about 20 years. But Alton Towers did used to be my favourite. I think last time I went was when 13 opened. A long time ago. Lucian, thank you for the Prime sub. Longhorn Gamer, how you doing? Welcome in. You're going up to Alton Towers this weekend. They've got that Minecraft event running at the moment, haven't they? Isn't that a thing? meet the mobs. Everyone thought you were going to get a cape for it, but it turns out you don't get a cape. Right, I need to put a chain on here. Okay, that is on there. Then I need a yeah. Gear shift. That's the one. I knew what I meant. The gear shift, and then I can use one of those latch things. Powered toggle latch. There. With a link. So I have a redstone link. We'll get rid of that control. We'll make a new one. Right, redstone link there. We'll set this to that. And then I guess when that gets powered, that's going to toggle this. So we can just put a creative motor on here. That makes the chain go that way. Okay. Then when we do that, it goes the other way. And that's going to be our track switch. And it lines up perfectly on either side. Excellent. So next up, why is that wonky? Okay. Is this one wonky as well? No. Okay, right. So now what we need to do is clutches. We're going to make sure that we can power the chains at the top here with redstone as well. And once again, we can just use a toggle latch. Our new favorite toy. Do the same on this side. And I am going to dye these tracks just a little bit. Just a bit. So that I can do this. Wait a sec. There you go. That way round. Just wrench those. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. I bet you're all shouting in chat, aren't you? Toggle latches stay on unless powered from the side. Oh, really? So I need to do it like that. Is that what you're saying to me? Let's get a linked controller. Do some testing, shall we? So, what did I put in that one? Was it that and the thing I don't have? Yes, it was. Of course it was. One of them. Oh, I got rid of my linked controller. So let's put the linked controller in the end slot here and try not to delete it. Right. Is that what we did? So do I need an on and an off switch? Because at this stage, I'm feeling like the redstone lamp was the better option. Don't you want one track moving from one to another rather than two tracks sliding left and right? Yeah, so basically, what I guess, yeah, what I need to do. Oh, yes. Okay, right, let's remove this. What I want to do is have one track over this side. No, not there. Here. We'll come back to the toggle latch thing. Because we're going to need to change things slightly anyway. Okay, I'll do one it there. Okay, so if we have one track here. So this is the track that's going to hold the train when it comes in. So ideally what you want is this not needing to be quite so big. Start. Let's maybe do it this big. Oh yes, of course. Physics objects. Right, so if we were to do something like but with a curve. And then you did the same on this side. I think I've got the idea now, maybe. Find out in a sec. Just get that lined up. Out a little bit. So that would work, right? Then you had a bit of track that... I'm trying to work this out in my head. Right, okay. Thanks, Moth. Jack, thanks for hanging out. You'll need one as an S-bend. Basically, yeah. Yeah, so this is right, yeah? Because then the cart will come in from this side. In fact, what I'm going to do is make this a bit easier for myself. Right. Okay. Can't do what I wanted to do. Let me... Maybe we just want like an S-bend. Then I don't have to make this whole section quite so big, do I? If I was to do that... Then... straighten up that one. Straighten up that one. And I could put a bit of track here. Straighten this up again. So that would feed into that. Yeah, so that track would feed into it. It would stop there. And then when we activate this, which was apparently set up correctly the first time. So we'll do that, that, that. And oh, I've attached that. I didn't mean to attach that. Whoops. Despawn. Right. Try that again. So if we did this. Move this one. Technically, only one of them needs to be curved, right? So I could just do it like that. Then when we hit the controller, I need to move the track over a lot more. So what I need to do is, I'll get this one lined up first. We're almost there. So let's put this one in here. Get rid of this straight bit. And then we'll just move the bottom over further, right? Right, so that one's in line. So we just need to move that another 2 blocks. I don't know how to do this without breaking the track, which is going to make this thing fall down, and everything's going to break. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. checked it before I can turn it on. Right, let's keep that straight. Need this to be that for a start. We need this to be 0.88. Okay, we're almost there. Hey Lily, welcome in. That's definitely straight. And we need these blocks up to remove the chain. Yep, there we go. Remove that chain. Then I need to put in a new chain. It's a bit janky just because I don't want to break my track switcher as it is at the moment. So we are just going to have to adjust all this. Okay. It should work now. Is that going to move it over enough? It is. These two rails are incredibly close. But then if I was to actually just put this one in at an angle. There. Straighten this up. Not the easiest thing to do, even with snapping turned on. Straighten this one up. Actually fairly straight. Okay, so that should now work. If we were to put another bit of track here, up. Nope, not connected to that. There. Okay, that should work, right? Making sure none of that's connected to the physics objects. Okay, I think that's right. Oh, I got rid of my linked controller. Nope, still got the right one. Okay. Right, so that should work. The track switcher. Yeah, look at that. Looking at real life ones and copying it, boring. But yes, that is now moving the correct section of the track. Because the cart will come in this way, get parked up on here, then we'll switch the track, which we can probably speed up, and then we'll send it back out backwards is the plan. Right, so what we're going to need over here is another chain. On there, we're going to need a chain on this bit of track and a chain on this bit of track. Okay, so we'll do this one first. We want a clutch. Motor. Direction's that going in? So it's going to be quite a small cart. We've only got a small bit of track that moves. But this will work, right? I think so. Then we need toggle switch thing, toggle latch, whatever. And we need a redstone link. We'll make this the brown side. crown. So now we should be able to... Oh, that's not a clutch. That's a gear shift. Let's put a clutch in. So ideally, what we want to do is probably toggle this when a part gets at a certain point. So maybe what we should do is rethink this a little bit. If we get rid of the chain from there and we start it from this side, am I going to put the motor over here? It is. Okay. Good, good, good. So if we do that, rotate it round, clutch there. Put a creative motor in. $50. That direction. Depends if you want the passengers to move left and right or to sit there whilst the other track moves and then it rolls away. Oh, that's a good point. We only need to hold them over there, don't we? Yeah, I don't need to hold the passengers on here at all. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Right, let me get rid of these chains. They don't matter. They don't matter. This is the one that matters. So what I want to do is take off that chain and put it on this way round. So we end up with a motor at that end. Because, yeah, when the passengers come in, it'll be... I'm going to speed this up. Let's make this go 64. A nice quick track switch. Yeah, that's much better. Much more fun for the passengers. And all we need to do is hold the passengers on this bit, don't we? I was being silly. Thank you for pointing that out. Right, so... let's try it again. Third time lucky. So clutch. Have this one go at like 64, so it's pretty quick. Then we need toggle latch. Stop it. Ooh, wait a sec. I need a gear shift as well. So we need 2 toggle latches. One for the gear shift, one for... yeah, one for the gear shift and one for stopping it. Okay, that's fine. Cucumber chips are disgusting. Pickle, on the other hand, is great. I mean, do you mean chips as in crisps? Or chips as in, like, potatoes, fries? Are you American or not? Unless you want to do the drop in 13, then you want the passengers on the moving track. That'll be a separate section. This bit is just trying to switch to make people go backwards. That's all we're trying to work out. But it would be a lot simpler if I wasn't so dim-witted sometimes. Right, let me do this. Give ourselves a bit of space. Right, so what we need now is a laser pointer. Which I think... does it give a signal when it's just broken? A laser and power, or do they need to be paired with the sensor? Laser sensors can detect when the laser's unobstructed. They will emit a signal dependent on the laser power. When a filter is applied, only lasers matching colors activate the sensor. I don't care about that. Right clicking, that's the redstone power. This isn't convinced. Right, so I guess what I need is laser pointer there, which we want to be activated. So do we need to power it? I can't remember. I only used these the other day. Yep, okay. Right, we can turn down the block distance. Like 6 or something. Yeah, that's fine. Right. And if we put a sensor there. Nope. Sensor there. There we go. Right. So that's currently powered. It takes me a while to work out the logic. Might I suggest a tripwire? I mean, that's basically what the laser is. I guess. Just a fancy tripwire, isn't it? Right, so that's now powered. So what we want to figure out is... That's powered. We kind of want the clutch powered, don't we? So... Yeah, so when there's a cart on there, it stops. But we're going to need, like, an OR gate and OR thing. Right. Brain, I'm already collapsing in on myself. Right. So basically, when this is powered, we need to invert the signal. I think that's what we need to do. Can't we do that on the back, did it say, with a wrench? Ah. So I don't know if we want this one to be a toggle latch or not. I'm just trying to work out the process in my head. Could take me a minute. Have you tried more tea? Oh, literally, I've just let Matt to do exactly that. Sequenced gear shifts. I mean, yes, I guess. Then I can just do it all on timings, can't I? That's a lot smarter. That's much smarter. Right. Sequenced gear shift. So that's fairly fast, don't we, when it's going? Right. So, if we do... Don't want to turn by angle. Don't want to move that. Timed delay. Await new redstone pulse. And surely we want it to, like, run for a certain amount of time. How would we do the maths for this? This feels more complicated than just using a laser breaker. I'm learning from you, so hopefully you get it right. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Favorite tea? Yorkshire tea. From my testing, the piston one is accurate. The piston one. Basically, Throwlash, what we want is we want a cart to come in here, go in on this bit of track, get to the end, stop, then the track's going to switch like that, and then they're going to get sent off again backwards. I'm just trying to work out the best way to start and stop the trains in the station, and I feel like the laser breaker thing is the way to go. Yeah, this does feel like the way to go. It's good. I'm just trying to work out. Turn by move piston in blocks. I don't know what that means. Turn by move piston in... It's an optical sensor. Ooh. What's these? Oh, that's even better than what I was just trying to use. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we just need one of them. Nope, we need one of them. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay, cool. Excellent. So when something blocks it, does it have to be a block? Will a roller coaster work? Let's find out. Yes. Okay, cool. Let me put this underneath. Maybe. Perfect. Okay, cool. So that's how we can check if there's a coaster there. And what we then need that coaster to do is start off sequence, basically, right? Is that where the sequence gear shift is going to come in? Yeah, optical sensor, though. That was good. Setting in the gear shift. Oh, okay. Turn by piston. Blocks. Stone Commander posted a couple of videos explaining logic for how he's doing his coaster. They're his first videos, but he explains the actual logic so you can apply it to anything. It's really good. Oh, okay. Check that one out. Stone Commander. Write that down somewhere else. I'll write it to myself. Cool. Thank you, thank you. Do you really need to stop? You could have it complete a course and trip the laser that switches the track and have gravity rollback so it doesn't need to stop. Oh. I mean, yeah. That could be quite fancy. Okay. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's give this a go then. So what we want to do is remove this. Remove this bit of track. We'll go up. And we'll do one of those. What do they call them? These have got like a proper name, haven't they? Where they do this kind of boomerang type thing. Then we'll pull this one down to that level. Then we'll pull this one down to that level. Well, that's going to be much more exciting as long as they don't come in too fast. If they come in too fast, terrible. That could be terrible. But, like you say, we could then have that trip a laser. Ideally, we probably want it to trip the laser. Ooh, how long is the train going to be? I think we need to make a quick station and make a little train so we can test. We'll just make a little launch platform here. Let's get some chain. To there. Get a creative motor. Clutch. Okay, cool. I'm going to use a toggle latch again, my new favourite toy. And then we're going to use a redstone link. And we're going to label this one with a couple of coasters. Then, so we don't do that anymore. What did I label it with? This. Two of these. Okay, so that's our launch. So what happens? We launch. Aha! Success! Okay. So how about if we were to put a laser thingy here, an optical sensor, whoever called that one out, good call. Probably reduce that. And I did find if you dye these black, can't see them. So it's sneaky, sneaky. Right, so let's launch a car. Triggers the optical sensor. I mean, that one's going to come straight back down, of course. Because I haven't linked the optical sensor up to anything. So, let's do a pulse extender, just because I never trust tiny little pulses to be enough to do anything. I mean, we'll try it. We'll try it. I don't hold out much hope, though. So we need a redstone link with track and one of them. let's get rid of that. Let's launch a fresh one. Uh-oh. Right, so we need to stop it from happening on the way back down. Will it trigger on the way back down? See, I should read comments before I do things. It needs a delay. Toggle latch, toggle latch, toggle latch. I mean, that would make sense, but ideally I do want it to go back afterwards. I suppose we could do that with a laser on the exit ramp, couldn't we? Yep. How could I forget about the toggle latch so quickly? It's been my new best friend. Right, so let's do that. Isn't that going to do the same thing? No, because it's just going to turn it off when it comes back down, isn't it? Yep, okay, cool, yep. Sorry, brain fart moment. So let's do that and that. Then let's launch another one. Choo! So that switches. Excellent. Then if we were to put another laser here, or optical sensor, I should say, basically just do the same setup again. That should switch the track back ready for the next person, right? Just move that back. Oh. Let's not attach that to that. Totally meant to do that. Right. Try that. No. Please. To get rid of that. Let's just... Everything's fine, chat. So close. I am close. Not close enough. But we're close. Right. So then this one... Well, no, this one doesn't want to be a toggle latch. This one just wants to be a... Make it work. Oh, no. Fancy track in there. Right, there we go. Okay, so that should work if I just set this back. Right, let's give this a go. So it should go up. Switch the track. Come back down. Fly off the end. It didn't switch the track back. Why, switch track back? Did it even set off the toggle? Oh, that's not helpful. Did it even activate it, or is the laser not seeing through that for some reason? Oh, it did. It just wasn't long enough. This is where we use pulse extenders. Let's see if chat's shouting at me first. Too short a pulse? See, that's what I'm thinking, is the pulse was too short. Yeah, there we go. It works. So if we were to... Let's do that. Turn that one off. So let's make ourselves a little seat to sit on. In fact, we've got proper chairs. Let's give ourselves a proper chair. So if we had a very janky little carriage like this, we were sitting on it. Go whoop, we go up. Almost go off the end of the track. Then we start going backwards. Excellent. That makes me very happy. What happens with more carts? Well, now that is a question. So let's do 1. Is this going to break the toggle latch? That's what I want to know. Go. Right. Not the right button. Okay. Ooh, almost went over the end. So yeah, so the problem with that is it's breaking this multiple times now. So I think I need to put a pulse extender in. That will do it, won't it? Still gonna want a toggle latch. We want the pulse extender to basically last as long as the train is up there, right? Is this how we want to do it? Are we all shouting at me again? Block on the front car and filter that on the laser. Ah, okay. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Let's try that before I start messing around with other bits, which I've already done. But yeah, no, I think you might be right. That's probably the way to do it, isn't it? No, not that one. Latch. Powered toggle latch. Redstone link. Goes in the top. I'm in the bottom. Okay, right. So let's create a train with a different block stuck to the front of it. Five. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a bunch of seats on them. And then we're going to need a different block on the front of one of them. So just do that. A bit janky. Might work. Right. Where's the filter for it? There it is. Okay. See if this works. It did work. Who knew? And I'd have to put the same filter on here. Here's that bit. They all almost died by falling off the end note. That was a bit close. Teddy Legend, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. French toast for lunch. Ooh. Thank you, Scuddy. I mean, it's going better than I expected, I'll be honest. This would mean you can make the track before the switch longer. I think what I do want to do, make this a bit longer, because almost fell off the end a minute ago. Oh, what's going on? Is everything crashing? No? Not sure what's happening there. There we go. What I need to do is clear up all this mess. All my discarded roller coasters. Right. We're definitely onto something though. This is definitely working. Then from this bit of track, you can just go wee off somewhere else. So the next thing I wanted to try was a bit of drop track, but on looking at the time, I don't think I'm going to have time today to mess around with that. The important thing is... Oh no, it's not going to work. Hasn't got the block on the front of it. As I was saying, the important thing is we have a working thing. which we can utilize when we start building an actual park. Is it just me, or did that move a little bit too slow? Did I accidentally hit buttons that I shouldn't have done? Oh, I want that. Just after I said it was working, I think we broke it. I shouldn't break it though, right? Retest. So switches. Yep, I don't know why it broke the first time. Longer cart, of course, means more time attached to the chain. Everything needs to be built for the cart length you want to have it at the end. Yeah, that would seem. What would happen if we put like 6 carts on it? Or if we put a cart... Oh, no. Come back. Right, so let's do a nice long one. Oh, jeez. With... No, I can't stick that block to the front. Let's stick it on the second one. It's fine. We're just doing science. So that time it didn't switch at all. Until on the way back. Whoa! That would have killed someone. If you replace the toggle with an extender, it would still work. Just need the timing to be adjusted for the amount of carts. And you would no longer need the exit sensor. True, Moth, true. Check your timer. I don't think I've got a timer. I have no timers. Apart from the extender there, but yeah, there's no timers. So let's just do this for like... I mean, it's the time between different carts, isn't it, that you have to think about with that one. So in theory, that should work. Just extending that. Stick this to the front again. Yep, we've got space this time. Nope. So it didn't register on the way up, but it is registering on the way back. What's that all about? What's your problem? Exciting ride. Flung off into the difference. Yeah. Might need to have a longer track and not have it straight up. I don't think that's the problem. I'm just trying to work out why it's sometimes triggering the laser and sometimes not. At the moment. So that should trigger the laser, but it didn't. Then on the way back, it's triggering and causing problems. It's a mixture of the cart spacing and detection block location that's causing it not to work. Not all the carts are off the moving track, so it might not work. Oh, I see. So if I was to put it at the back, for example, it would still have plenty of time to change the track because it's quite quick. But yeah, no, that makes sense because it's trying to switch the track while there's still stuff on the track, so it can't. So if I put that at the back, that should solve that problem because now it won't start switching till now. No, it still didn't switch. How about if we put the laser up here somewhere? It's weird that how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You did say lower the launch speed, but I do kind of want the coasters coming into this bit quite fast. Isn't it triggering but activating 10 seconds after? Is that... Did I use the wrong thing? Pulse extender. No, that's not a repeater. That's an extender. So when this gets a pulse, it should last for 10 seconds, basically. Move the sensor first. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe move the sensor up here. Then we'll detect for the same thing again. And lower the block distance. It doesn't need to be that far. Oh no, I got rid of my controller. Oh, dang it. Got to make a new one. Need to make space in case I do that again, then it will just go into here. Right. So what did we have? We have this one and this one in there. I can't remember what the other one was. Two cards. Okay. Right-click the lever on the toggle latch to do it manually, just for your information. Yes. Right, so let's do this. And we'll try it with a pulse extender again. 10 seconds. I think I'm going to get rid of this one altogether. So if we grab that in the top, that in the bottom, switch that back over, put another long cart on here. And oh, can't quite put one on there. Go. Okay, that definitely worked better. Apart from the switch at this side didn't work. Maybe we can just go back to toggle latch now. Because that was working fine at first, wasn't it? Right. That seems to work. So I guess it was just laser placement with a longer train. It couldn't move the track because the laser was reading it while the train was still on the track. But yeah, that's we've made a whole lot of mess. A whole lot of mess. But that's a cool little system. Graveyard under the tracks is telling. Look, everything went fine. Longer track, more move sensors, consistent cart design, block placement. Yeah, we'll figure it out. This is all just messing around. First time, every time. Yeah, you know it, Gun. You know it. There's a trail of wreckage. But we got the system working, Gun. It does fun things. At least it would do if I did it properly. Yes. Yes. I like. This mod pack is not available and probably won't be, but over the course of the next couple of weeks, some on stream, some off stream, I'm going to be building a theme park focused mod pack, and that one will be available to everyone. And that's the one we'll actually use when we start building our world properly. For now, we're just messing around with stuff. But yeah, right, anyway, I better go sort dinner or I'll get in trouble. Shall we see who's live? But thank you so much for hanging out today, everyone. It's been a lot of fun. Who's live? here because I don't like the actual feature inside. Who have we got? Oh, Dr. Jankovic is live. Should we go raid Casey? Old school people might remember Casey. Should we go see Dr. Jankovic? I used to play with Dr. Jankovic on a server a very, very long time ago when he was known as Chris and Casey. Just in time for end of stream. Exactly. Gun. Exactly. Right in the right button. Yep, there we go. So yeah, he's a very wholesome streamer. I don't know what he's doing today, but I'm sure he's having a wonderful time. But yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. We are going to be, as I say, streaming more regularly. I'm going to try and do a stream a week. Occasionally, I might have to miss one because of video stuff. Sometimes overruns. Maybe we'll stream more. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm going to be trying to stream once a week. And I still owe you another stream from last week. So I was supposed to stream all week and I missed 2. So you'll definitely get another one very, very soon. And yeah, hopefully we can build something cool. Anyway, have fun with Dr. Jankovic. Bye!